Vickery. Welcome to this week's episode of Brave in Action. Brave in Action is my weekly live show where I share just a little tidbit about how you can step out of fear and into bravery in every single possible way in your life. For those of you who are new here, welcome. I am a success and leadership coach. I do transformational work that sometimes includes very technical type A type stuff. A lot of times it's mental work, manifestation, mindset. We combine all of those things together, makes the work that I do very unique, quite frankly. And I am all about bravery. Brave is my whole business. I host a podcast about embracing bravery. I've written a book, it's right there, called Fuck Fearless, Making the Brave Leap, which is all about, here is the core of it. I believe, in fact, I know from everyone that I've worked with and from my own lived experience, that when we choose bravely on purpose, we choose bigger, we win bigger, and it's contagious. And bravery is so much greater than fearlessness because we want to remember that fearlessness is it's thoughtlessness. It lacks intention and nuance. It lacks getting to know yourself. And that's what led me to create the Brave Method. The Brave Method is a creative, strategic approach to problem solving, dreaming, designing, building, and actually having a life and a business that you are madly in love with. How cool is that? How cool is that? Um, so that's the core of the work that I do. And today we are specifically going to talk about your secrets. Did you guys see the email that I sent? I know your secrets. I don't actually know your secrets, but I know you have them. I know we all have these secret dreams and desires that we are somehow holding back on, whether it's because we're afraid. What are we afraid of? Maybe that it won't work, that people won't like us, that they'll make fun of us, they won't buy it, they won't see it, they won't watch it, they won't listen, whatever it could be. Maybe we're afraid of it working. And then what? Sometimes we're afraid of success. Maybe you're not doing it because you think you don't know enough yet. I have one client who I just adore who consistently feels like it doesn't know enough to start. Well, guess what, folks? Starting is just starting. You don't have to know everything to get started. You just have to have a general idea. And so, what I wanted to give you some brave inspiration on today, some way to put bravery into action, specifically today, is I want you to name your big, scary dream, the secret that you're keeping to yourself and not sharing it with the world. I want you to put your name on it. I want you to stake claim to it and declare it. You know, that's how we mess up and talk. That's how we manifest, right? Manifestation isn't just wanting something and then it magically appears. Manifestation is about declaring something and then changing the way you show up in the world in order to create it. My second podcast, Was It Chance, is specifically about that. It's about taking intentional risk for creative success. And this is something I hear successful people say week after week after week. It is this putting the intention out into the universe and then shifting how we move through. Are you having a conversation? Are you showing up in some place? Are you trying new things? Are you willing to risk failure? Are you? Because in order to be successful, we have to be. And in order to achieve that big, scary, hairy dream that you're keeping inside that you don't want to declare to the world, you have to first decide it's worth owning. Tell the world about it. Feel it into yourself from your tips of your toes all the way into the top of your head and every point of your being. Know that you are here uniquely designed to live your truth and your purpose. And until you're ready to own it and declare it, you cannot achieve it. And from there, then you can put some really serious type A things in place. I have a worksheet that's called a Vision to Action worksheet. If anybody wants it, send me a DM or an email, heather@vickeryandco.com, and I will send it to you. It'd be my pleasure. It shows you can put your overall vision at the top and then goals and then tasks, which are commitments. This is a great opportunity to remind you that goals are lovely. They're wonderful. We all have them. They're things that we want to live up to. But commitments, those are things we are doing. They are things we are doing. Come hell or high water, we're committing. So that's why this worksheet is so powerful. First, you're declaring your vision, right? Declaring it equals manifesting it because then you change the way you show up into the world. You get to own it. Yes. From there, you make the goals. What are these big steps that you need to achieve in order that you desire achieving in order to realize your big picture vision? And then from there, tasks, which are commitments, the small things that you will do that move the needle forward. And one by one, you begin to check things off the box. And it is such an incredible feeling. So we can take all sorts of emotional woo-woo growth stuff, which I love, and we can systemize them. That's the work that I do. We systemize these things in a way that makes them actionable. So let's say your block, your limiting voice is around, but I don't know where to start. Well, the good news is that doesn't have to be in any particular order, really, right? You can start wherever you are. What's the first easiest thing to do? A whole slew of easy next steps adds up to some serious achievement. You can start anywhere you want. If you're like me and you need deadlines, because I need deadlines, I need accountability, set them for yourself. Set up a timeline and then get accountability on board, whether it's somebody who works with you, a friend, a partner, a coach, whoever it is, and say, this is the task. This is the list. These are the things I want to achieve. Can you help me stay on track here? Right? If you need support, ask for it. No one is going to innately come in and say, let me help you grow this. Let me help you know yourself. Let me help you stay on task. It's up to you to tell people what you need, right? I mean, it's very similar to wishing that your partner always gave you flowers on your birthday, but you've never told your partner that you want flowers on your birthday. So how are they supposed to know? Because sometimes we go, oh, well, they should just know. But you know what, folks, people don't know. People don't know what we need from them unless we can tell them what it is. And in order to tell them what it is, we have to know what it is ourselves, right? That is so crazy, but we have to know what it is ourselves in order to then make it true, to ask for what we need, to take steps, to take actions, to get us closer to the next thing we want. So I know you've got a secret and I know it's exciting and you've been keeping it to yourself. So let's declare it. I want to hear what your secret is. You can send me a DM. I'm on Instagram and Twitter at Vickery & Co. If you're not already hanging out on TikTok, I'm on TikTok at Brave Heather. You can email me, heather@vickeryandco.com. I want to know what your big, brave secret is, and maybe we can together, I can help you come up with the first actionable step. So that would be super fun, wouldn't it? All right. I am going to pull a Create Brave card for everybody who's here. If you're not familiar, the Create Brave cards are a set of manifestation cards that my friend Rachel Swanson and I created. Comes in this beautiful magnetic box. They are designed to help you guide and source the next steps in your life, in your business, however you want them to look. Rachel designed them. Aren't they so beautiful? All the colors, and they each come with a focus word. And then we have a little guidebook. So it's got the focus word, an affirmation, some coaching guidance, and then even some actionable steps, some Create Brave actionable steps. So I'm going to shuffle these. I always pull one every Wednesday for me, for you. What's the lesson? What do we need to hear for ourselves this week? What does it mean? How does it resonate for you? So I'm not going to tell you what that is. You have to decide for yourself. But I love it every week. And inevitably, it fell on the floor. Inevitably, the right card for me pops out just like it did. I'm going to go down and get it. Oh my goodness. This is the card that popped out. Oh my gosh, I love this card. It's called Awaken. Can y'all see it? Look at the third eye up there. Isn't that beautiful? It says, I remain open to what is being revealed. So inevitably, I'm always surprised that even though I shouldn't be at this point, I'm always amazed and surprised that the card I pull is exactly the card I need for that week. Awaken. So I'm going to read the guidance to you from the Create Brave guidebook. If you like these cards and you want a set, you can buy them for yourself. Go to vickeryandco.com/social. It'll take you to a link where you can buy them. And I might even put a little special gift, a little surprise in the box. I send them out myself. So that's kind of fun. Okay, it says, Awaken, I remain open to what is being revealed. It's time to be truly awake and present in this moment. Focus on what is growing inside you in your life at this moment. When you are awake, you'll notice what was hidden before. You might become more aware of what you desire. You might even see ways that you're guided by the expectations of others and how these expectations may no longer serve you. Be open to signs you've missed before. Being awake allows you to experience being alive without being swept away into the daily routine of life. Often, our instinct when we wake up is to want to go back to sleep. It can be easy to be lulled into the status quo. This card is calling for you to be alive in this moment, in this time and space. Keep your eyes open. How about that? Who feels all the stuff with that? Crazy, right? Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. Okay, the Create Brave prompt. Find a place to be alone. Make yourself comfortable and be still. Close your eyes. Notice sounds you hear. Notice smells around you. Notice sensations in your body. Notice thoughts as they come into your mind. Be present and aware. Okay, folks. So I am going to keep it short and sweet today because I know that you're going to go and think about that big, scary, bodacious dream and how we can declare it into the world and how you can make it a truth. I want to hear about it. Um, we have a brand new episode of the Brave Files podcast coming out tomorrow. We have been on summer break and summer break is now over. So keep your ears out for a new episode of the Brave Files. Super excited. I interviewed TikTok sensation Caitlin Johnston from Kind Cotton. They're doing amazing, amazing things. You're going to want to hear this episode. And if you are enjoying the content that I put out here, the podcast, the live show, any of that, I invite you to let me know how much you like it by saying thanks and buying me a cup of coffee. It's a metaphorical cup of coffee, although I drink a lot of coffee or matcha lattes. So no, really, it's a wonderful way if you are really touched, inspired, or moved by something to show your gratitude and appreciation. And I am deeply grateful. You can do so by visiting vickeryandco.com/say thanks. That's vickeryandco.com/say thanks. And when you do buy me a coffee and show your appreciation, I'm going to show my appreciation right back. You're going to get to hear from me directly, either here in the live show, on the newsletter, or maybe even on the podcast where I will call you out by name and say thank you. So this is a great opportunity for me to say thank you to my incredible friend and fan, Chris Davis. Chris is almost always here with us live on Wednesdays, but has a new job. And so now the timing doesn't work, but I know you watch on the replay, Chris. So I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for buying my coffee this week. I appreciate it. All right, folks, I will look forward to talking to you all again next week. Between now and then, please remember to go out and choose bravely. Bye, y'all.